Welcome to the deep dive. So, if you've seen one of those spectacular deals for the Bosco Binoculars C9 popping up in your feed, this is for you.
Yeah, they're everywhere right now.
They are. The ads promise, high-resolution optics, IPX7 waterproofing, which means it can take a serious dunk, and the killer feature, a built-in camera.
All for a price that seems almost too good to be true.
Right. So our mission today is pretty simple. We want to provide some objective context on these claims.
We're not offering purchasing advice. This is really about figuring out if this is a tech marvel or maybe more of a buyer beware situation.
And just a quick heads up, this discussion is educational commentary. It's focused on market practices and what consumers are reporting, so please don't take it as advice on what to buy.
Okay, let's get into it.
So the promotional websites like BoscoK.net and all its clones, they paint a really compelling picture.
Oh, absolutely.
They're talking multi-layer lenses, a premium focus wheel, and those nitrogen-filled chambers.
Which is, industry standard stuff to stop internal fogging.
Exactly. But the entire promotion really hinges on that one thing, the integrated photo and video capability.
And that's where the story gets really interesting when you place it in like a broader market context.
How so?
Well, the major optics manufacturers, think Nikon, Canon, Olympus, they generally don't offer consumer-grade binoculars with built-in cameras. They have the tech, for sure, but they choose not to.
So it looks like they've sort of taken the look and feel of a high-end optics website, swapped out the name, and just run with it.
It really has that appearance.
Yeah.
And while some companies, I think Bushnell has a few models, they do make camera binoculars, but they sell for a much, much higher price.
Right.
So it immediately raises a big question about, the technological feasibility. How are you getting all that at this price point?
Okay, so the claims are spectacular. But what happens when the package actually arrives? Let's talk about what people are actually reporting. We're seeing a lot of complaints that highlight some pretty big discrepancies. Customers are saying they received low-grade items.
And that features like the waterproofing, the nitrogen chamber, or even the camera itself were either exaggerated or maybe not there at all.
And what about the business operations, the stuff that happens after you click buy?
Yeah, that's where a clear pattern seems to emerge. First, there's this strategy of using multiple identical domains, Bosco UK, Bosco...
With the same marketing copy.
Exactly, which makes it incredibly difficult for you as the buyer to track accountability if something goes wrong.
We also saw so many reports of really long shipping delays.
And always blamed on customs.
Always. And then after that delay, customers report just silence from customer service.
Right
during that crucial 14-day return window, too.
And that leads to maybe the biggest protocol red flag.
Yeah.
We found multiple reports of customers being asked to provide additional proofs of payment.
What does that mean? Beyond the initial credit card charge?
Yes. Citing customs, they were apparently asked for things like bank statements. Legitimate businesses just did. They just don't do that for standard clearance.
Asking for bank statements is a massive security flag.
It's a huge concern about who is getting access to your financial data.
Right.
And it all ties back to transparency, or, the lack of it.
Right.
These sites have no publicly listed parent companies, no physical addresses, no standard business credentials. It's essentially a ghost storefront.
So what's the core takeaway here for our listeners? I think it comes down to understanding how to critically evaluate these really compelling product claims.
Especially when the price feels too good to be true.
And also learning how to assess a seller's transparency and their operational consistency based on these reported patterns.
I think that leaves us with one final thought. Given that these sites reportedly have no physical address, no clear corporate registration, how does that absence of basic information impact your ability to do your homework before a purchase? What systems do you need to put in place to verify a retailer like this? It's something to think about the next time a spectacular deal pops up in your feed.